they trusted him in clutch situations before.
Well, no, I'm not asking
So it's
for. I
like,
don't think Pippen should have took the shot. I think Kukoc should have took the shot. Kukoc was better from the clutch that year, right? The problem was, like, at 1.8 seconds, like, he's not a threat. Like, you're not like, if whoever I pass it to, you're not passing it back, and he's taking the shot up. That's not happening. You know what I mean? Like, whoever gets the ball, they're shooting. Like, 100% chance they're shooting. Kukoc
yeah,
would obviously be your choice because, again, he's the tallest dude, so it makes sense.
yeah,
I
I
just
see
think,
what you
like,
mean.
yeah, I
I,
just think,
I
like,
think they
having
I
him
think they
inbound.
might have chose him to inbound because he was a good ass passer.
Yeah,
like
dog,
I
low
and
key
I would
though.
have I would have really had to like let that nigga know, like, yo, you're a good ass passer. Like, my nigga, I expect you, and I know you gonna get the ball in his hands at the perfect time. That's
I
why I wanted you to fucking inbound the ball.
I feel like I don't think that's what it was, dude. I think if you were, because they told him like, oh, you're gonna be the decoy. We're like, hey, how is he the decoy inbounding? But that didn't make sense. Inbounding, like, he was like, I felt insulted. And that just tells me that, I don't know, man. It really just feels like, people like he's the reason why players are the way they are today. Like, why Stephon Marbury said fuck KG and left. You know what I mean? Why Russell Westbrook was cutting up, was like, yo, fuck being this dude's Robin. Why Kobe was like, I'm not going to be some dude's little brother. Like, it's Scottie Pippen. You don't want to be him. You don't want to be Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to be Scottie Pippen? Like, oh, he won 6 rings. Yo, nigga, the amount of shit people talk to him. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's just insane, dog. Like, even in this documentary, like, they're talking about, oh, he had migraines. Nigga, his dad died a week before the damn finals, bro. Before the Eastern Conference Finals in 1990. Like, they didn't talk about that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they do.
they didn't even talk about, like, and I thought they would have, like, touched on some stuff like that. They would have talked about how, we call it, his back was, like, basically done in those, I think it was in that 97 or 98 finals, and he was like off of play one of the game, like 2 minutes in, like a minute into the game, his back is done. Like, his back just shoots, and he plays the whole series with basically a broken back. And that's why his
Yeah.
points weren't doing nothing. Like, he was just a decoy. Like, he was just there, but it just, I don't know. I wanted to hear more about Kukoc. Like, they came from a third world country, a fucking war torn country, dog. I want to hear a little bit more. Like, I don't expect to have like a bunch of stories. Like, there, obviously Jordan is the focus, right? You know what I
Yes,
mean, when you
of
talk
course.
about it. But like, Scotty's like, and I feel why he's not, like, because you don't hear him on ESPN or nothing. He's like, Scotty hasn't been on ESPN. He hasn't talked. Oh, Scotty low-key about to quit. He about to say, oh, this is how y'all gonna do me, right? Cool.
Yeah,
Let me put these
yeah.
papers in real quick. Let me get the fuck up out of this place. Because low-key, man, like, I don't know. I don't think he should have sat out. Like, I think that's lame. But I think Phil also is getting like a big ass pass. Because I'm like, yo, if you trying to sell me that he's the decoy, you should have him running through screens
Yeah,
to the
I know.
corner or something and draw the double team, maybe. Right? You know what I
Or
mean?
at
Like,
least or at least explain the nigga he was the best option to pass, or at least was Ron Harper on the team at that time?
93. No, I think he was there 94.
Damn.
Because
So who's
remember that?
damn?
Yeah, because that's
I
the.
don't know what other guard could have made the pass. But
I
let's put
mean,
it this way:
didn't they have
Scotty. I was about to say Scotty didn't go in, and somebody else did make that
exactly,
pass.
dog? Like,
So
it's in
I mean,
fucking.
Scotty could have been out there in a decoy in a different way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you'd have told Scotty, I'm telling you right now, if you'd have told Scotty, yo, Scotty, dude,
But,
and we need you to take the double team. We need you to just drag the double team out. You know what I mean? Like, drag them to the corner, drag them to like baseline, drag them to, we call it the elbow or something like that, and draw the double team so Kukoc get a clear shot. Because everyone, and I would have straight up said, look, everyone and their mom is going to think it's going to you, dude. If we get it to Kukoc, we're going to get a
yeah, for
cleaner
real.
shot, and he's taller. And I'm pretty sure Scotty would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But if you told him like, yo, inbounds the ball, that's like I can
Yeah,
understand if it
I
was
know what you're
5
saying. I know what you're
seconds.
saying.
Yeah, man. If it was
It's like
5
asking Kobe
seconds.
to inbound the ball. Like,
Yeah, dog. Like, Kobe inbounding when there's 10 seconds on the clock makes sense because the inbounder is the most dangerous person on the play. So there's a good chance like he can inbounds it, you can set a pick, and he can, you know what I mean, cut to like a
yeah,
baseline and get a shot off, right? And get it like the pass back and get the shot off. But at 1.8 seconds, whoever gets the ball is shooting. Like that's it. That's a wrap, man. So I don't know. This whole documentary is just like there's too much. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm a huge ass Jordan fan and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? I grew up watching him and everything. Um, but yeah, like I was really hoping that
Shit, the
93.
documentary. I was playing. I played my team in 2K, so I mean, I was watching the documentary. I was like, you know what? Let me go pick up Michael Jordan and play with him on my team.
Oh yeah, nah, that ain't fair.
I bought
Like
that
that
nigga
ain't fair.
card. I was like, yeah. I even changed my shit to the Bulls arena.
Oh shit. Wait, you know it's crazy. I've been playing 2K on my phone. Like I have the mobile one. So I've
Hmm.
been playing and I don't even play ball. Like you know I don't even play video
Yeah,
games. That's how bored I've been, right? But like I don't know, like there's a lot of things that people are like kind of glossing over, you know what I mean? Like dude, like that 93 season, I don't know, man, like the 1.8 seconds and like, you know what I mean? Stephen A. Smith's out here just acting the fool, man. He's sitting there talking about like all this dude. So Jackie McMullen, like she came on there and she laid it down. She was like, yo, this dude has been like this dude is an all-star level talent. This dude could have been the best player on like, I don't know, 20 teams in the NBA. I forgot. Was there 30? Was there 32? There weren't 30 teams in the NBA.
I
There was
don't
like,
even think so.
I'm trying to think. Like, let's put it this way: 10 teams. There's 10 teams where he's not going to be the best player on.
You
You
talking
know
about
what I
Pippen?
mean? Yeah. So there's 10 teams where he's probably not going to be the best player on, right? So it's going to obviously be the Bulls, no doubt. Houston, no doubt. Probably New York. You know what I mean? Because Ewing was.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh
Yo,
no, I
people
don't know
under.
about New York. I know people underestimate Ewing. Ewing was nasty, I know, but
Yeah.
Pippen was nasty too, and he
No, he
dunked on
was.
Ewing.
Yeah, no, that was the most egregious shit. Yo,
Yeah, like
I felt like
that might
everybody
have
on
been
that.
one of
I thought Anthony
that and
Mason was gonna run on that
that
nigga.
Shaq dunk.
Yeah,
Two of the most vicious I've seen.
I feel like Anthony Mason or whoever there was nobody went up on when they saw him standing over him. Like, yo, nobody
Oh
ran
yeah, I'm
up on
surprised
Pippen.
nobody ran up on Pippen.
Well, I thought somebody was gonna put hands on him,
But
but
then again, they did have Rodman on that team, didn't they? Or how early was this?
no, they didn't
Uh,
have Rodman. That was
no,
'93. That
they.
was that same
Wait,
series.
so they
Uh,
had then they had Oakley with them then.
no. Oakley was on
Damn, Oakley was gone too.
on New York. Yeah. You know what I
Damn, so they
mean?
didn't have nobody that was gonna fight back.
Yeah, dog. Like, who was there? It was
Yeah,
Horace Grant, B.J. Armstrong, Pippen. Those are the three.
Horace Grant was a bitch. Like you find that out. Like Horace Grant was a bitch. Like I'm sorry, ain't no way. Me and Mike fighting. There's no
Oh yeah,
way
you ain't
you
gonna tell
stopping me from
me,
eating, yo. I
yo. That's
cannot. Like,
nah, man.
yo,
Nah, I've never.
I can't believe that.
Nah, this not
You have a
happening,
bad
bro.
game. Nah, 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 nah. Come up off that plate.
That's another thing too, man. Like, I low key was like, yo, Charles Barkley said the best. Like, Charles Barkley said, like, yo, Michael was over there doing selective prosecution. It's like, yo, he wouldn't do like he ain't do that shit to he ain't do it to Charles Oakley. But like Oak wouldn't have took that. Oak would have put hands on. Yo, Mike would have came into a game with a big eye black eye. Like, all right, yeah. So what happened, Mike? You know, just I missed the bounce pass. I mean, like just talking. There's no way he would have done that to Oak. But like, I feel like he didn't do that to Pippen either. Like, you don't hear like you know what I mean. You don't hear Jordan getting on Pippen like that. You hear like Pippen and Jordan like basically being partners. You know what I mean the whole time, which makes sense. I mean, like you know what I mean he was just Jordan always says that's his best teammate. I just think, like I said, man, I would have loved to have heard a little bit more about some of the stuff that because a lot of this stuff is stuff about Jordan. You know what I mean? Like like stuff that you didn't know. Like I mean, we got to finally hear the story of that fight that happened between him and Steve Kerr, which is cool.
Yeah, but
Got
I already heard just about every detail of that.
exactly. So like, I mean, I wanted to know something new. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was cool to see how passionate he was. Like, yo, I
I'm not
get
gonna
why
lie.
other people don't.
They waited way too long to do this. This documentary, Jordan retired a while ago. This documentary should have been put together, and this should have been out a while ago.
Oh, he only did it because LeBron won that 73. That's when y'all didn't hear about. I don't know if you heard about that story, but
Yeah, I
it
think
was
he.
yeah, like the day LeBron beat the Warriors. that's when he said, "I'm gonna do this documentary."
I wonder why.
Like, yeah, right. I wonder why. Like, and like again, I don't believe in the whole goat shit, right? Like, I think it's just stupid. I think it's just people on Twitter just want to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just people that
One
just
person
don't want to
brought it
argue.
up in my war room. He said he don't really believe in the goat talk neither. He says there were goats in each era, but you really can't compare eras, and it's really true. You really can't
It's
because the
so
rules are
different.
different, the athletes are different. I go with LeBron. I go with LeBron as my goat because look at the teams that nigga faced in the finals compared to the teams Kobe faced, compared to the teams MJ faced. His
Man.
level of competition was just
Oh yeah,
way
you know what?
superior.
Like, you know what?
Oh,
let
one
me
more. Go ahead.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
go. No, no, no. I'm
No,
sorry.
go
Go
ahead.
for it. No, cause I was
There
about
was
to say
another thing I was going.
there was
Yeah.
all right. No, no, no. Go ahead, finish. My bad. You finish.
All right. Well, another thing I brought it up in the war room. One thing that niggas don't ever bring up. Where was Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in the 13-14 final? Where were they? I
All
was
right.
looking. I looked up the stats.
Yeah, it was
Wade
pretty
played
bad.
all games. Bosh played all games, and they both averaged like 15 or less.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And LeBron averaged 28, and LeBron only had 4 assists. Do you know how bad it got to be for Bron to have 4 assists? Wade shot 33% from the field.
Yeah, that was insane. Game 4 and 5 was the worst. He shot 33%. They both of them were bad.
Yeah.
Both of them were really bad in 4 and 5, man. I'm gonna say this though, in defense of Dwayne Wade, like remember he was getting his knee drained like every game. Like he was hurt. He was super injured. Bosh, I don't know what the hell happened. Um, but
See
but the
that
pro-
that's another problem too. Like how you that injury prone? Y'all was drafted the same year. You only 3 years older than this nigga. And he's supposed to be your boy. How you ain't take care of your body the way he take care of his body? Like
yeah,
Wade should still be in the league right now. How is Wade retired? How?
I don't know.
Wade's
17 years is a
gone.
long.
Melo's gone. I'm like,
Well,
damn.
Melo's. I mean, he's still
Well,
productive.
Melo's there. I forgot
Yeah,
he's
he's
in the
still
league. I
productive. He's
forgot
like,
they brought him back this year.
yeah, 15 points is what he's averaging this year. That's productive. You know what I mean? For
Yeah, it's
Melo,
productive.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. I would take that if I was looking for a third on my team, somebody give me and he'd give me 15. Man, imagine if he was coming off the bench giving you 15. He'd be the man. Like he'd be sixth man of the year probably. Um, but I don't know, man. I just like here's the thing that I want to dispel. Like when people talk about the East and stuff like that, right? Like being weak and everything, right? And I've said this before about like, hey, LeBron comes into the league. His first year is 2004. The first 5 years, the East won the championship 3 years into it. Um, but here's the thing, though: the 2 years his championship runs, right? So you want to say 2006,
Oh,
2007,
I'm
where
sorry.
he,
It was the 14-15 finals that happened. Not
yeah,
13-14.
no, it was 13, 14 because it was 13 going into 14, and then 14 going into 15 was the Golden State one. You're right.
Not yeah,
Yeah,
14
yeah,
and the 15 was them. Yeah, that was the
yeah,
4-1.
yeah. So check this out. This dude, um, like this dude had to go against people forget about those Pistons. Like they lost Ben Wallace. That's like that second year, the '07 year where he made it to the finals. Yo, they were still, I think they were second in the league in points allowed at that point. You know what I mean? They were still top. I think they were like number 8. You know what I mean? In defensive rating or something like that, dude. In the league, like they were still a really good team, and they were higher seed than LeBron. Like they
Oh
were a
yeah.
good team. This was a good team. Oh, by the way, that 64-20 team in the playoffs that he had to face the year before, that Pistons team with Ben Wallace, he took him to
Hmm.
7 games by himself. Everybody on his team was averaging like 10 points. In that finals against the Spurs, there was one person that had double digit points on his team
Man,
besides
I,
him, and that
I
dude
had this
had 10
I had this
points.
argument so many
It is
times with
like
niggas,
I
yo.
don't know. It's just absurd. Like I'm not even sitting there again. I'm not even talking about who's better than who. I'm just saying like it's just circumstances make greatness, right? circumstances. That's all that matters. It's circumstance. If
Exactly,
a,
because to be honest, it's a lot of ifs that go around in the NBA. But I mean, if Irving and Love ain't injured in the first NBA Finals that they faced the Warriors,
oh yeah,
oh no,
yo,
oh no,
low key, like
LeBron
people.
was whipping their ass by himself for a little minute.
Yeah, dog.
It just became too much.
Well, nah, Iguodala. Like they literally like yo, how incredible is it that it took 6 games or 5 games for you to figure out how to beat one man? It took you 5 games. Like you gotta know when you walk into like after game one, right? You're going in there and you're saying to yourself, all right, that whole team, fuck everyone else. How do we stop LeBron? That's the entire game plan. That's all we gotta do. How do we stop LeBron? You know what I mean? And it took, and they accidentally stopped him.
Yeah,
Not
man.
even stopped. I accidentally slowed him down with Iguodala, man. So I don't know. I don't know. Like it's just weird. You know what I mean? I the people back then, like the teams back. I've been watching. Oh, because we're doing draft day like for each year and stuff like that, right? So I've been looking at like a lot of old games. You know what I mean, like 80s, 90s games that I could find on YouTube. Y'all gonna like these old people gonna miss me with this shit that they were better. They just weren't. They just weren't. Like you watch those tapes and
I
they just
know
weren't.
that's what I'm
Like
saying.
Jordan is the modern player. Jordan is the
My
time.
I'm about to say my problem with niggas in the GOAT debate is people act like LeBron is nowhere in the conversation with Kobe or MJ. Like that's the problem I have. Like they really go back to that one series. I'm be honest, if you check the war room every day, you'll see this crazy LeBron slander.
Oh, the 2011. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they bring up 11 every time, and I'm like, this that's really all you can say.
But I mean, that's pretty bad though. Like, he checked out. Like, that's pretty bad, man.
It's
Like, I
it's
don't even
bad,
know.
but
Yeah,
it's been almost 10 years.
it still don't matter. Like,
Like it's been
you're
almost 10 years.
yeah, but you're
You
talking
gonna have
about.
to let you can't have that one thing disqualify you from that talk.
I don't know if you could disqualify him from the talk, but
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying
That's
like
what
if
they're
you're gonna,
saying. There are people are trying to
yeah,
disqualify him because of that series.
nah, that don't make sense because they're talking about he
Like they could
collapsed
about to
under
be top
pressure.
10 in stats and everything.
Yeah, it's just absurd. You
Like
can't that don't make sense. And the thing that I'm gonna tell people straight up
he,
and
he
down,
was
if
barely favored in the finals ever. He was barely the favorite team.
he was favored once, I think it was. It
Every
was
time MJ and Kobe went to the finals, they were favorites.
yeah.
Every time.
I think LeBron was favored once, and
Even
it's the
even in the
finals.
Boston series where the Lakers lost, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure they were favorites
that's true.
just because they're the Lakers.
Yo, I mean, there's 3 titles. There's three like L's that I can't put on. I can't put on LeBron. There's the '07, 2015 against the Warriors, and
Mm-hmm.
the and 18. Like I don't know. Like I don't care what version of Michael Jordan you want to put in any of those series. He's not winning.
He's not like
Yeah, I don't care what
he's
version
not.
of
To
Jordan
be
you put in
honest,
there. They're
that's
not
like
winning.
Mike going against the Pistons, but on crack. Because these niggas could shoot. The Pistons were banging you inside. They're
Yeah,
killing you from everywhere on the floor.
not just that. I
It wasn't
mean,
even the Pistons' offense that was really killing them. It was the defense of the Pistons that was killing them.
no, but that's what I'm
And they
saying.
were
Though,
just rough as shit.
if you want to equate what those 2018 Warriors were, that was Jordan going against the Celtics. That's pretty much what happened. Like Jordan was dropping 40 and stuff like that. I think
Yep.
after that first game, I'm interested in seeing what Jordan would have done afterwards. I mean I have a feeling like Jordan would have kept trying to score like a million points and would have tried to win the
He
game.
would have.
But I think the
He
problem
wasn't.
is
He
that
really ain't want to trust nobody.
yeah. Oh no. Well, shoot. If that would have been perfect for that series, would have been perfect for Jordan to play. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I wouldn't have trusted a damn person either. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm looking at that team. Jr. Bro, like that's crazy. You could do a lot of things. You can't forget what the time is on the clock. You can't do that. Like you just
I
can't
don't know
do
how you do that. You are a professional athlete.
that. So, my man, there's some people. in this world that God just gave, that they like, when they tell you like universe only puts you through what you can handle.
Yeah, yeah.
Like JR feels like the kind of cat where you had to give him all that stuff because he would have done dumps. He would have been like he would have just been stupid. It'd have been really bad. Like, you know what I mean? If he didn't, you know what I mean? Like, it just because I've never seen a guy have like so many mental errors repeatedly, and you have to like, and then I don't know. LeBron just be forgiving people. Like I like he was like, oh yeah, they're working out J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters for the Lakers. I was like, why, bro? Why? Why would you want him? Like, I wouldn't want him near my
Yeah,
man.
I'd take waiters. I don't want Jr. After
Nah,
that, he can't be on my team no more. After
never.
that, he can't be on my team
He
anymore.
on
It's over.
he on that Delonte West list. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you never coming near me, bro. Like, so I don't know. It's just weird, man.
I'm about to say you should be happy I got you your ring.
You should be
Leave me
happy I
alone.
got you all that money. You got him that big old contract, man.
He
And
did. He got a lot of it. He. That's the one thing about him. He got a lot of niggas paid.
yeah, and I think that's the one thing I will say though. Like, if Pippen was in that situation and Jordan and LeBron was the guy on that team, he probably would have fought for. Although it didn't even make sense. I remember I was watching some ESPN debate. They were like, "Yo, who would be a better teammate, LeBron or Pippen?" I mean, LeBron or not Pippen, LeBron or KD. Who would be a better teammate to Jordan if they were playing? And I was
What
like,
kind of question?
it's LeBron. LeBron is
Easily.
basically Pippen.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
LeBron. What? Imagine if LeBron had a mic on his team.
imagine if, like, first of all, if LeBron and Michael Jordan
Even
were
if
on
he
the
had a
same
Pippen
team,
on his team.
yeah. Uh, if he had a Pippen on his team, it would be kind of freakish because, like, they would probably, if LeBron, like, all right, up until 2000, I'm going to say
Think about it.
2004.
LeBron could just run off the ball if he wants to. Imagine LeBron
Yeah.
running off the ball.
Yeah, but he don't do that. That's the problem I have with him, though. That's the one thing I will say. He doesn't do, man. He doesn't play off the ball well. Like, he's a really good decision maker. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he should have just played point guard his whole career. He should have just said, like, all right, I'm just gonna be the guy making like diving and dishing. Because that's what he was strong at. That's what his strength is. Like, because you have to double him. You know what I mean? If he's coming into the paint, you gotta shed. You gotta go on. You gotta shove. You can't just like let LeBron get into the paint for free. But the problem is it's all I was telling you about Westbrook, dude. Like, if you just surround them with shooters,
But
those
see,
two guys.
I don't think LeBron would have lasted this many years running point over and over again. I don't.
No, but I mean, like, I think if you would have got him, like, he would have had to have like another two guard who could like, or a true point guard size person.
To be
You know what I
honest,
mean?
if LeBron had anybody for the length of time that Pippen or I mean that MJ or Kobe had, niggas would be so mad. Niggas would be so mad. Like if LeBron had Shaq, LeBron, all of them times he's going to the finals, he's winning.
I don't know. That 2014 team was nuts, man. Like that Spurs team. That is like that's the most insane thing I've ever seen. Yo, Kawhi was shooting 61% from three.
Yeah, that was
That's
crazy.
that'll tell you right there. He was
Nigga ain't never
11 of
shoot like that
19.
again.
Never in his
That
life.
shit was crazy.
Bro, like their whole team was crazy.
Danny Green was wilding too.
Yo,
Danny
Patty
Green was
Mills.
wilding, yo.
Danny Green,
I,
Patty Mills.
you know why? It was because they played like that because they got their ass whooped the year before.
Yeah.
They came
And
out and they thought about that shit all year. It's kind of like how after the Warriors lost to the Cavs.
no, it ain't kind of like that because they just said, all right, we gonna run it back real quick.
Actually, yeah, we
Yeah,
could.
they went and got I'm still never gonna like KD. I always feel bad for KD for this, right? Because he's never gonna get like they say like, oh, from 20 years from now, no one's gonna remember it. They're gonna remember that.
Look, KD's
Like, that
top
was such a
15.
seismic
KD's
shift.
top 15 right now.
No, nah, I don't think he's top
Right
15.
now.
I don't think he's top 15.
Okay, name 15 players that's better than him.
All right, so I mean, the top 10 is kind of self-explanatory. You got and this is in no order, right? You got your Jordan,
Mm,
LeBron, Magic, Bird, uh, what do you call it?
Kareem.
Kareem. Thank you. Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaq. Shit, I lost count. Where was I at? Magic, Bird,
7.
7. Kareem, Olajuwon, Shaq, Tim Duncan, um, Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain.
It's
Uh,
10.
that's 10. I'm still going to. I'm remembering. There's so many players that I can't remember though. Dwayne Wade. I'm somebody's gonna have to explain to me how. I just don't think he. I'm not
I'm
saying
not. I'm not
Dwayne Wade's not top
taking.
15, but I think he's better.
I'm
I,
not taking Dwayne Wade over KD.
I don't
I'm
know.
not.
I
I
don't
never
know.
in my fucking life. Never in my
Excellent
fucking
defender.
life.
Excellent defender. Obviously, excellent scorer. You know what I mean? Um, what do you call it? I don't know, man. Like
To
it's
be
kind of.
honest, I think the I'm a
But you a
LeBron
Mavs
fan.
fan, like you
I
ain't
would
never
well
gonna give him no love, man. Like you a
no,
Mavs
no, it's not even
fan.
that. That to
Yo,
be honest, the way Wade in his affiliation with the Mavs series has nothing to do with that. It's the refs on that. I can't really
yeah,
say it's Dwayne
yeah.
Wade.
The refs did. The refs gave
Yeah,
him like
the refs
that
called on him
stimulus
fouls. Wade couldn't
package.
blow the whistle, so I
Real
can't
talk.
get mad at him.
Oh no, but all right. Let me take Wade out because that was all right. Because that was a hot take.
I can't put
All right.
Wade over KD.
Let me see. Wait. Bird, Russell, Jesus Christ.
Because to
I'm
be
trying to.
honest, I love LeBron, but I think Durant and them were coming back for that championship if Russ didn't get injured in the playoffs. I think they were coming for the championship
Oh yeah,
that
no, no,
year.
no. I
If
believe
Russ
it.
didn't get injured, they lost the previous year and they were still strong. They was coming. I'm telling you, I think they was coming for the title that year.
Which year are you talking about? 13 or?
They, yeah, 13. The year after they
Oh
lost
yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah,
finals,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's when Russ got injured.
Yeah, that's the thing though about that. Like people, like, yo, that squad was just injury prone. Like KD and Russ never could play together, man. So I just made it so hard for them.
That's the thing. Russ got injured first, and
Yep,
then KD got injured, and
yep,
then it just kept happening, and
yeah,
then
and then
nothing. Like that's really how it fell apart.
yeah, if they would have had, I'm gonna keep it real, dude. If those two, because you think about the what was it like? They had like, and I'm talking about after from 2012 to like when they left, right? I think they only had like 1 or 2 seasons where they were together, and both of those times they were either in the finals or the Western Conference championships. So they were, and they
Yeah,
should have went
KD
to the finals.
they lost to the Grizzlies that year.
Yeah, KD,
Oh, he got
KD,
injured.
yeah, KD made it to what's the name, and I think Westbrook got him
But it's
into the
just like,
playoffs, but got knocked out in the first round.
yeah, it's just like KD could not beat the Grizzlies by himself. And I'm sorry, the Grizzlies were a crazy defensive team at the time. So
Yeah,
it
no,
was
no,
just
no.
him though. It was just him.
No,
Like
but that's
who
how it
else?
goes
Who
though.
else
It
was helping
happened
that
though.
nigga?
Like, yeah,
Just
nobody's judging them for
but just like you said,
that.
circumstances.
Circumstances does everything. Like,
Because they really could have had the title that year.
I think they could
They
have
they
too.
they had the hunger. Like they were there and they failed, and I know they held on to that feeling. A lot
Yeah,
of teams when they fail and when they fail and they come back in the finals, they come back a lot stronger.
yeah, they come
They
back vicious.
yeah.
Unless you're Utah, that's when you don't. You just kick their ass, man. Anyway, speaking of, what do you call it? Guys that I'm putting above KD. Uh, damn, I'm trying to. I can't. There's names I can't remember, but I have on there.
Sorry, it's okay.
You
I'm
know what I
on
mean?
my team right now, so let me look through the old school players. Let me look. Let's see.
But there is quite a few though, like that you could put ahead of KD before
You did
15.
you didn't name Kobe.
There you go. Thank you. That's not. I can't believe I forgot Kobe. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know. I
Uh,
thought about it to myself. I was like, really? Did we really just, you know what?
yeah,
We
we
ain't gonna
actually just forgot Kobe. That's crazy. We shame on us. R.I.P. to the legend though.
right?
Um,
We are so disrespectful.
yeah, we low key are bad disrespectful, dude.
You know what? I ain't even mean it. I ain't even
What
mean
do you
it.
call it?
I know a lot of this is gonna be debatable, and I know a lot of niggas would try to put Bird over KD.
I
It's been
would.
a long debate. I'm
I
not.
would. I would. I don't.
I'm not.
Yo, I'm not
That's
even.
debatable though. That's really debatable.
I don't think so.
It is.
They were both excellent shoot. The thing is though, Katie like being at 6'11" and stuff like that. But I think the problem with I don't think it's debatable. I think we call Bird was a better passer. Bird was definitely a better passer. Bird's stat line is almost like LeBron's. You know what I mean? And he was a better shooter. You know what I mean? Like there's, I don't know, man. KD's a better ball handler, obviously taller, right? So that's like the big thing, right? He's taller. Both of those guys I think are clutch. Like they're both great. Like, you know what I mean? Late in the game. But I think that's more so because they're shooters. Like
But
they're just good
okay,
shooters.
we'll even so we'll let him slide in there at 11. Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
Who else?
I'm trying to remember players right now, dude.
That's
Like
all I'm trying to say.
I'm
Because
half no,
I'm
but I'm
not gonna
half
lie.
asleep though. I would
I'm not gonna lie. I'm flicking through all of these players right now, and I'm looking, and I'm not coming up with shit.
I
I'm
don't know,
not
there's
putting Dr. J above no motherfucking KD, so we can kick that out of there.
that's kind of tough, man. Moses, oh, not Bill Walton. Moses was somebody who I thought about too at one point. I'm not gonna lie to you. Moses was somebody who I definitely thought about. You know what I mean? He was 100% somebody I was thinking about beforehand.
Hell no.
Elgin
Yeah,
Baylor is another one that I was thinking about. Um,
I'm not putting 6'5" Elgin Baylor over KD.
Yo, but see, this is what I'm talking about. You're talking about eras, right?
Not
Like, see,
putting
like we're projecting like could
even if you put him in this era, he's just a regular guard. He's not going to average those crazy ass numbers that he
no, but
added during that time.
I'm not saying that he's going to average those crazy ass numbers. But what I'm
He's
saying
not going
is,
to be as nice.
yeah, but you're assuming that he's not going to have like he's not going to have the same skill sets. Like if he goes through the AAA system or the AA
Nah,
system as
I'm
everybody
saying
else.
he would still be nice. I'm not doubting that at all, but as
Yeah,
nice, nah.
that's kind of I don't know. That's kind of tough.
KD is murdering anybody in that era. They're gonna lynch that nigga because he's doing too well. He's doing too well. They're gonna be like, yo,
No, yeah,
he gotta
but that's the
go.
thing though. Like you put in a dude that's like been taught how to handle the ball for the longest back then. Like that doesn't like that doesn't make sense. Like LeBron, his first couple years, like '07 LeBron or 2013 LeBron, right? But 2013 LeBron was like learning how to shoot. That was his best two shooting years, right? It was 13, 14. Um, like, yeah, those dudes, you put them back there. You know, maybe LeBron doesn't shoot threes like that, but LeBron is going to the paint and stuff like that. So that's like where I can say, like, oh yeah, I think he'd be all right. I don't know, man. That's kind of tough, dude. Like top 15. I gotta look at like great. Hold on, man. Hold on. I gotta look. I gotta remember. There's players that I'm forgetting because like I'm half asleep right now.
You're not gonna think of nobody. I already went through a list of a bunch of players. You're not gonna find anybody else. KD, just to be honest, off of what you said, he's arguably top 11, 12. Arguably. You're not putting David Robinson over the nigga. It's not happening.
No, I wouldn't put David. No, I don't think
That's
David
what I'm
Robinson's
saying.
better. No,
You
no, no,
can't think there's nobody else.
no. There's definitely. Hold on.
Okay.
There you go. Because the problem is I'm forgetting players.
I'm gonna kick my feet up right now. You're not forgetting nobody.
Yo,
You're
I
not
am
forgetting
forgetting.
nobody. No, you're
I'm
not.
not
I'm
forgetting
telling you,
nobody.
you're not forgetting nobody. It's just you think you don't think it's what it is, and you can't believe it.
Is he
I'm
really
telling
tough?
you,
Is he
he's.
really top 15?
I'm
Though?
telling you, he's
That's like,
top 15.
let's see. Who the fuck was Sam Cassell? What are
My
they
feet
doing?
are up right now, and I am
Said my feet are
anything.
up. Hold on, I need to. All right, so no, where is he at? Oh yeah, there's Isaiah. That's another one. I forgot about Isaiah and Bob Cousy.
Fuck out of here. I'm not putting no Bob Cousy over KD.
Bob Cousy was like the best player on those Celtics
Oh
teams, though.
my
Like,
god.
what do you have? Like
I
5
can't
MVPs,
believe you
Brody.
just said Bob Cousy.
No, hold on,
Oh
hold on,
my
hold on, hold
god.
on, hold
I'm
up,
about to leave the meeting.
hold up, hold up,
Yo,
hold up.
you just throwing names out there so
Yeah,
you
low
won't
key,
be
I'm running out of
talking.
fucking options here, bro. But Isaiah's legit though. Like Isaiah's legit.
Okay, I can give you
Yeah,
Isaiah.
Isaiah's legit though. Isaiah's definitely legit. You know what I mean?
I
But
can
yeah,
give you
no, you, yo,
Isaiah,
I
but
think you're right. Then
it's
I think you're right. I
it's
think he is top 15.
telling you.
I definitely didn't think. I'm looking at some of these players. You know what I mean? Like it's Bob Pettit. I'm like, nah. You know what I mean? McAdoo is somebody who I thought about, but nah.
McAdoo is just another name throwing thing.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna keep it real. I never thought KG's always been my favorite player, but I'm not too sure about KG being better than
I'm about to
um
say basically they the same height and KD can do more. And
no, 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 no. KD
KD did up his defense in the
yeah, but
when
he's
he was
not
playing with
he's
the
not
Warriors.
he's not KG's defense though. Let's stop.
Of
Let's stop.
course, he's not KG's defense,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's not like if I have a pick at a KG and KD, I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me get KG.
For
Nah,
today's game, no, no, no. But I will say though, if KG
for
was
any era, I'm not picking KG.
I don't know, man, because if KG,
No,
no, the
no.
toughest part is that like the people now are all shooters, right?
Hmm.
And KG was at that time was a really good shooter. Like everybody saw him as like, oh wow, this dude
Yeah,
can
he was
like
a good
pull
mid
up.
range shooter.
Yeah, man. Like, and no one was shooting threes. Like
He
a
was.
big man shooting three would have been nuts, right? Like, you know, what I mean, that's
I was
crazy.
always a fan of KG.
Yeah. So
I
like,
always liked him.
and he had the most
Fake tough guy,
unblockable.
but
Yeah, he was definitely a fake tough guy, but he's the most unblockable fucking shot I've ever seen in my
yeah, his
life.
shit.
This nigga,
Yeah,
he
he
shot
put
from
his shit
behind
just
the
like
back.
Dirk's.
Yeah, yeah,
Put that
low
shit
key.
up high as fuck. You ain't touching this, and he's 6'11". You ain't catching that.
But
I
who the hell
remember
made this
I was
list?
watching shit with I was watching him do them 1-on-ones in the USA Olympics. Yo, he was beating niggas ass up full court
Someone
one
put
on one.
Magic Johnson number 6 all time. Okay, okay, okay. They put Tim Duncan over Magic Johnson. Okay.
I would have just left. I don't even want to read the list no more.
Yeah, nah, I'm done with that, dog. Like, I was sitting there looking for guidance. These motherfuckers. Never mind. Yeah, you right. KD top 15. I'm not even interested in this shit no more. That list is messing me all the way up. Like, I thought I was doing bad right now.
It's really crazy when you think about it, though. He really
Yeah,
is.
because I'm not taking Curry over him. Hell no.
You can't.
No, it's not even that I can't. It's just that I don't think there's a logical because I don't believe in Curry's like that title. I don't believe in it. You know what I mean? Like there's 4 people in the NBA that could get you a ring. You know what I mean? It's Curry, LeBron, KD, and Kawhi, right? Those are the 4 people. Everybody else is just like, guys that are gonna be, guys who didn't win. And like that's the thing though, like there's 4 people like they're like, oh, who did LeBron stop from getting rings and stuff like that? Those teams were nuts. Like those teams were nuts, man. Like, yo, dude, there was 2 dynasties. It was the Spurs and the damn what's the name? It was the Spurs and the Warriors. Those are the dynasties. You know what I mean? Like I don't like I don't know if Jordan would have if Jordan was like back then and had his squad and stopped Larry Bird and Magic Johnson from getting titles, that'd be crazy, right? Like that would have been like, oh shit. But that's like that's how you equate it. His, I mean, I mean, I know we were supposed to talk about like what team would have beat the '72 Bulls, but just so people understand how good those Bulls were, imagine taking today's Clippers and putting Ron Artest as what I mean, just like dropping like defensive player of the year Ron Artest on
The
there.
Pacers version of Ron
The
Artest.
Pacers version. Maybe not,
Shit.
I don't know about 24 point a game because that was like what he was averaging at Mal's year, I think it was. I think he was averaging like 20 or something like that. He was
Yeah.
he was
He
like
averaged. I think he averaged good ass numbers on the
on the Lakers too.
No, not the Lakers. Hold on, let me pull this shit up.
Yeah, I got you.
No, I want to say the Kings, but I'm not. Hold on, I gotta be sure. I know he averaged a crazy ass number one year.
Do they not have? Oh, okay. I was about to, oh, they have
Oh,
a
okay.
Meta World
Okay.
Peace. All right, cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it was that one year right here where he was about to go off.
Yeah, and then he he got
It was on Sacramento where he averaged 20 1 year.
no. He averaged in 04, 05. He averaged 24 for the Pacers.
Yeah, but that
I
was only
know.
7 games. That was a malice.
Yeah, that was the Mouse year, and then like yeah, the sack year was when he got 20 again. But but he was going in that year though.
He
Like
was.
he was definitely going in that year. He was
He's
gonna,
definitely got the ability to put that points up.
yeah. But he was crazy. I'm never gonna forget that someone made a Twitter account called Ron's Elbow after he hit James
Oh
Harden.
my god, yo.
Yeah.
Ron Artest got problems.
Yo, Meta World Peace. Yo, we gotta respect that man's name. Respect his chosen name. But yeah, no, man. All right. But yeah, that 72, not the 72 one, but like those Bulls teams, man. Like that, yo, Ron Harper. I'm just gonna like throw this out. Like people who want to like, talk. Cause I'm not, again, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep her. I'm not even a LeBron fan. Like Westbrook's my favorite player. Like that's the thing. Like
Oh my
Westbrook's my favorite
god.
player. I'm not
I
even
know.
you know what I
Hate
mean?
that man.
Yeah, Westbrook's my favorite guy, right? So like I'm not even like some
I
dude
love
that's
his
like
passion though. I can't lie. I do love his passion. I do love the dog in him, the way he plays, but just make
I
them
feel like
shots.
he just had bad. I'm telling you right now, man. He had the worst constructed. Like if you could think of a team worst constructed for a player, you would put like OKC and Russell Westbrook. That would probably be the best one of the best examples, man. Like this is a dude who can slash, who can get past everybody, who you would want to spread the court for. And what do y'all do? Y'all give him a bunch of like okay mid-range shooters and non-shooters and defensive people just like packing up the paint, like so he can't do his work.
That's cause they thought Harden and thing was gonna be enough.
No, it would have. If you'd had KD, Russ, and Harden, yeah, you would definitely won the title. Like if they were all there together, man, like you'd have won the title. You'd have won the title. Like that's no, like it's not like they wouldn't have won the title. But like, so I'm looking at Ron Artest, right? So the year before he goes to the Bulls, understand the year before he goes to the Bulls, he's averaging 20 points, almost 5 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. That's the year before he goes to the Bulls. Just saying.
You said how much?
He was averaging 20 points. That's the
Oh yeah,
93
yeah.
94
I'm not
season.
surprised. I'm not surprised. Ron Artest was
No, not Ron
not a
Artest, Ron Harper.
yeah, Ron Harper. I'm sorry, Ron Harper. See, Ron Artest is still in my mind.
Yeah, real talk. He was
Yeah,
averaging
yeah.
24 and
He was a
6.
star on another team. He wasn't superstar level, but he was a star
He's a
nonetheless.
good player. So,
Yeah.
people who act like, Ron Artest was just like, not Ron Artest. Okay, now I'm saying
See,
that. People act like Ron Harper was just some dude. Like, nah, Ron Harper was a nasty player, dog. Like, he was nasty. He was good. His rookie year in Cleveland, he was averaging 23 points a game. Like that was
he
it.
was good.
He was averaging 23 points a game. You know what I mean? He had a cup, dude. He's had a lot of good seasons, man. None of them were with the Bulls. None of them were with the Bulls. You know, none of them were with
He
the
didn't
Bulls.
have to be that
He didn't
player.
have to, dog. Like his highest average for the Bulls was 11 points. You know what I mean?
You didn't have to, but just the fact that he was capable, because I know he went off for a couple of nights for 20
Oh
points.
yeah, definitely. But that's what I'm saying though, man. So like you had a guy, you had a 6'6" point guard, bro. The
Yeah.
Bulls had a 6'6" point guard. Like he played point guard for them, especially in the 97-98 season. But he was pretty much playing point guard. I'm like, yo, my man. Like he was dropping dog the year before he goes there, he's dropping 20 points. People forget. Yeah, and he played great defense. He was again averaging what he had a couple seasons where he was averaging like 2.5 steals, like just about or at 2.5 steals.
Yeah.
That's kind
Shit,
of ridiculous.
his first season as a rookie, he averaged 2.5 steals.
Dog, 23, 5, and 2. Oh, 23, 5, and 5 with 2.5 steals and a block. God damn. You know what I mean?
he was another ahead of his time type player because it wasn't too many 6'6" guards playing point.
Nah. You know what I mean? Well, he went
They
to the
were all
Bulls and they
playing.
put him there. Like, which
Yeah.
was smart. Like, I think that's like one of
Oh
the smart
yeah,
things
he
that they
was a
did.
two
They
guard the other day.
Yeah, man. He was playing two guard, but they put him on the Bulls because he was a slasher. He couldn't really shoot. He was a slasher. You know what I mean? Like he was a guy that was gonna get to the hole and just what I mean, do work there, right? But I don't know, man. I mean, he he wasn't a great shooter, but like you had a guy, and that was the reason why they got him. They got him because they didn't know Jordan was coming back, so they're like, oh, okay, well, we need like we're never gonna get the equivalent of Jordan, but we need like another
Mm-hmm.
perimeter
Yep.
presence, and
Yeah.
and he could play defense.
If
So like,
Jordan didn't come back, he probably could have gave him 15 a game. It would have been more shots to go around for him.
yeah, he probably would have. You know what I mean? Yeah, because that first year, yeah, because he came in like that first year in Chicago, he was averaging like 11, right? Which makes sense because it was like Scotty. Scotty was the team. Um, so, but he only played 35 games for them. 'Cause I think they like traded him or something like that, right? No, that was 98, 99. I'm tripping. What was the first year? It was 95, 96. So he's averaging like 7 points. No, am I right? No, it's 94, 95. Where am I at? All right. So he's not doing much. And I don't know, man. I don't know. People just like really want to, people really downplay what that dude was able to do. Obviously, everybody talks about you had a six man of the year. You had three people that could drop 20 at any given night. Well, two of them that were definitely going to drop 20 with Pippen and Jordan. Well, Jordan definitely, Pippen most likely, Ron Harper definitely could. You had the most efficient 3-point shooter in NBA history in Steve Kerr. You had the best rebounder in NBA history in fucking
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Rodman. You had the best coach in NBA history in Phil Jackson. Like that's
Look,
like
their team was a super team, whether niggas like it or not.
yeah, real talk. It was a super team.
Like
It wasn't
like it's crazy.
like people just need to because it doesn't make Jordan not the greatest shooting guard ever, dude. Like that doesn't make him not the greatest. Like that's who he is. Like I think LeBron's the greatest small forward ever, right? You know what I mean? Him having great team. Well, I mean, Larry Bird had all the teammates. Larry Bird had Paul
Yeah.
Hardaway. Yeah, there's no. Like you can't do that. Right?
Yeah,
Like
he had a lot of good
yeah, he
teammates.
had a whole lot of help, man. Like him and KD. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know people hold this against LeBron, like why they won't ever call him the, I guess the quote unquote goat of all players, which is stupid as fuck. But like, the reason why like this, but it's worse for KD though, because like he has Sam Presti, bro. Like LeBron's not leaving Cleveland if he has Sam Presti as his damn GM, getting him all those players like they did with Oklahoma. Like Oklahoma City, I'm telling you right now, if they keep, that's the reason they're never gonna let Sam Presti. If I was New York, bro, I'm not gonna front. If I was New York, I'd call Sam Presti on a sneak tip, be like, look, I'm gonna give you $100 million to come to my team, like to come to New York, bro. I will buy every media outlet and put you on every magazine ad. I will have you as the biggest GM name in history. You know what I mean? I need you here because you know what he did? Like they lost, dude. They every time they lost someone, the hit never hurt that bad. Like you losing KD, the hit hurts, right? But they get Paul George and Carmelo the next year, and you're like, oh snap, they got something going on here, right? And they were decent. They were a decent team. Like they weren't a great team or nothing like that, obviously, but they were a good team. Um, then they get rid of Melo. They're like, all right, bump that. You know what I mean? And then Oladipo gets traded and all that stuff like that. Oh, Oladipo already got traded, but they got rid of Melo. And they're like, they make Paul George the focal point. Then Paul George gets traded. They're like, all right, cool. We're gonna get Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, which is a really good young player. Really, really good young player. You're gonna get him. You're gonna get what we call Gallinari, who's a good ass 3-point shooter, who's on an expiring contract, bro. Yo, expiring contracts is like having Google stocks right now. Yo, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like so you could get him, and like you could probably, and but they already have mad picks. They have mad picks. You know what I mean? You're talking about who they could package that to, dog. Like if like they could package that to the Lakers and get their expiring contracts. Like let's say like in the playoffs or something like that. Like Danny Green doesn't perform because Danny Green's on like a 2 year, I think, or 2 or 3 year, something like that. So like Danny
Mhm.
Green doesn't perform, you know what I mean? And you're like, we want another expiring. Danny Green's a good 3-and-D player. We can get some really good for him in the middle of the season to trade. Maybe you get rid of him, you know what I mean? Or if you want to go to like, I'm trying to think of teams that you want to get that can a really good young player. The Cavs are dumb as fuck, so you could probably get somebody from them. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
can give like the thing is that you can package we call it Chris Paul with like Gallinari or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's like a way for you to get off of that contract if you have to.
This
I
is
don't know.
true.
If you get a couple expirings, dude, like and if you can
The
get a
Knicks
really good
did say
player,
they were looking at him.
exactly, man. Which is I don't understand. But
The Knicks just I don't know.
that's
They're
what I'm
the
saying.
Knicks.
They need a real GM, dude. Like Sam Presti is a top 3 GM in the league. He's been a top 3 GM in the league, dog. The three people who I had to bet money would get me a good team. Number one, Jerry West, no doubt. Jerry West is the best person in the front office ever. He's the goat of execs. He's I think it's undisputed goat of executives,
Yeah, he
dude.
is.
Like
I believe. Yeah.
so, Jerry West is number one. And then it's like you take your pick between Masai Ujiri, we call it Masai Ujiri, Sam Presti, and like Danny Ainge. Those are like the three guys. You know what I mean? Because Boston fleeced the Nets, and they made do with those picks. Dude, all those picks are turning out. Like all those picks are turning out to be great. Like the Tatum, Jalen Brown, all those guys, they're turning out to be really good.
Yeah, no, Tatum was going off too before this shit happened.
Yeah, man. Westbrook was too. Oh, oh man. Let me tell y'all right now. Let me tell y'all right now. I never comment on nothing. I don't talk shit about nothing. But let Westbrook somehow win a title this year if they come back. If they somehow win a title, because he in shape. You know what I mean? You know he in shape. So let's say
Imagine
Westbrook.
thinking that Russell Westbrook and James Harden are about to win the title this year.
No, I
They
don't
are
think.
going to have a meeting in about 2 to 4 weeks to decide whether they're going to resume the NBA season. I got a
Yo,
notification
but
today.
who like if you're talking about players, the top 10 players you think is going to keep themselves in shape? Number one's LeBron. I'm telling you, Westbrook is number two, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
Yeah,
Westbrook.
that is true. But
Yeah,
he can keep himself in shape all he wants. He should be over there shooting some jump shots. That's what the fuck he should be doing.
yo, I'm giving up on him learning how to shoot jump shots. Just like I'm giving up on
Yo,
him, like
he's gotta learn.
no, because here's the thing. What is this? This is like his what 12th NBA season right now? 12, 13, 12. This is 12th season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he came at 08. Yo, dog. If you think about this dude at 12 years, he's still insanely athletic. Like, people still like Derrick Rose, right? Like Derrick Rose could shoot now, right?
Yeah, he can do that a
But
little.
like Derrick Rose is like he had, he didn't have any legs. He doesn't have like the same ups that he used to. Like Russell Westbrook, the way he takes care of himself, he's probably gonna lose that year 14. Start losing, like you're gonna start seeing like a real significance year 14.
Like some
Because
Jason Kidd type stuff.
exactly, dog. And then I
Jason
think,
Kidd definitely start knocking them things down after a while.
yeah, man. So I think that's when, because I remember I heard Jalen Rose say this, right? And he was like, you know, players like that, when they slow down is when they become good shooters, right? Because they're moving so fast, it's hard for them to, you know what I mean? Like if you think about it, it makes sense, right? It's like if you're driving a car, you can make a turn at 20 miles an hour, but it gets harder if you try, or it's hard as fuck if you try and do it at 60. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
that's probably what's going on with him. I don't think he's ever because his free throw percentage tells me that he's capable. Well, not the last 2 years, but like his career free throw percentages tell me that he should be a good shooter or a decent shooter. You know what I mean? And Vince Carter too. Like Vince Carter spent like the last 10 years just shooting threes. Like, you know what I
For
mean?
real.
Like
He been hitting them things too.
exactly, man. So like, I think Russell Westbrook could do that. I just don't think. But again, and I think he could. I think I'm keeping it real, man. I think because he's already a top 10 point guard. I think all time. I'm killing right now. I think he's top.
Oh no, what you talking about, Russ?
Yeah, all time.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Maybe
Top 10 point guard. Not
uh,
among everyone, but among point guards. I think he's top 10.
among point guards. Oh, I'm trying to think. He got Magic, Zeke, Stockton.
Oh no, I'm putting Big O over Stockton now. But
Oh
like,
yeah, big.
yeah, just
Yeah, I forgot the Oscar
for
Robertson.
the
It's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
I'm not doing them in order.
Oh, okay, all right, my bad. I was about to say
Oscar Robertson. That's four. You probably are right. What's
I
his
think he's like
fifth?
Steph Curry.
Yeah. Steph's definitely got to be in there.
I'm telling you, I think he's like number. I think he's like 6, man. If I'm keeping it real.
And I'm looking around on my thing right now.
Yeah, because there's I don't like how people are like like Dame Lillard's better than him. I like how people say that shit after like one series, right? Like, cause I wonder if they would have done that if they would have if let's say if Oklahoma City 2016 would have beat the Warriors in like 5 games or 6 games. You know what I mean? And especially after Russ was like kind of giving Steph the business. I wonder if they would have like said, "Oh, Russ is officially better than
Jason
the
Kidd
unanimous."
is in the top 10, but I don't think I would put him above
I
Russ.
wouldn't take him over him. I wouldn't take Steve
Russ
Nash.
is just too athletic.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it's not
He's
just
just way too
he's
athletic.
too
Shoot,
athletic.
to be honest, if I really want to be serious about it, I would just insert the MVP Derrick Rose season in there. Just that one right there, that
Yeah,
MVP
yeah,
season and what
that
he was
one.
going to become to be. He earned a slot just off of that because, to be honest, I can't really think of much more.
I mean, there's Steve Nash, who's another one.
There is, but
I've
I
never
did like Steve Nash. It's just his defense was always
so bad.
right now. If he had to go against Russ, do you know what Russ is gonna do to him? Do you
Yo,
remember what Derrick Rose used to do to
yeah. He used to
him?
get like
Yo,
no, but here's the problem too that I have, man. Yo, with like people there's a lot of like Steve Nash fanatics, right? That want to tell you like, yo, Steve Nash is like just like top 3, top 4
his
point
offense was
guard.
so beautiful, though. I'm
Yo,
sorry,
his teams,
the way he passed the ball, his high ass floaters. Oh my god,
dog.
I
It
love that about
all I'm saying is, man, D'Antoni works miracles with people. All right, man. D'Antoni got Jeremy Lin like 50 million. I think how much did he get from the Rockets? Like $80 million is what Jeremy Lin got.
definitely did.
Like off of 3 weeks.
He yeah, yeah.
3 weeks of work. He got him like 80.
A lot of people blossomed under his thing, but they blossomed offensively. Never could get that ring, but they
Yo,
blossomed offensively. Harden blossomed offensively, which he was going to do that anyway. But D'Antoni's system just gave him complete freedom.
yeah. I
Nash blossomed even more offensively because he was playing good on the Mavs, but he was playing better on the
yeah, but the Suns
Suns.
had
And the
who they had
Sixers
on their
too.
squad? They had Sean Marion,
Mark
Rajah Bell,
Stoudemire.
Amari Stoudemire. First of all, how is Sean Marion not in the Hall of Fame? Sean Marion was mad about not being in the Hall of Fame. Oh, he is mad. He was coming at
I
Draymond
know
too.
because it's crazy because people with people with worse resumes got in there.
Yeah. This is like when people talk about Dwight Howard isn't a Hall of Famer. I'm like, y'all, if y'all telling me
He see
Carmelo is,
He's easily a Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying. But
Easily.
like you hear people talk about him like they act like he's not. And I'm like, yo, for 5 years, for 5 or 6 years, he was the best big man in the league. And he
Was.
he dude, like he took a team to the finals. Like as the centerpiece. Like he took a team to the finals. Like they got their ass whooped, but he took a team to the finals, man. He's obviously a great player. Yo, we definitely were supposed to do something else on this podcast. I've been recording and like we're just been talking about other stuff. So we're gonna do this like we're just gonna call this like, you know what I mean? We're just gonna call this talking shit. You know what I mean? But like
Right? Hey,
yeah. So
sometimes the conversation just takes a left.
we were real talk, dog. Hold on, let me stop I'm gonna stop this recording and then we're gonna actually get into our who would have beat the Bulls team. You know what I mean? To keep us on track. Hold on a sec.